Coming up in today's food adventure, wok hei for days, secret alleyway eateries, a scallop anatomy lesson, and what I like to call the spaghetti of the sea. Today I'm learning more about one of Hong Kong's most iconic eating experiences, Dai Pai Dong. Bring a bucket for your drool, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Hello from Hong Kong. It has been quite the packed day today. So it actually started with my quest to find pink dolphins. So I was told you can find them just off the coast of Dai fishing village. So I made a trip to check it out. I discovered here at Dai the houses are built on stilts over the water, which was really interesting to see, as well as explore the streets on stilts. And of course, check out some of the local handicrafts. There's also a famous pastry here called sayung, and of course I had to try it. It was so good, like an eggy donut. So light and airy on the inside, yet crispy and sugary on the outside. But as for my dolphin quest, well, that was ultimately futile. I did not find any dolphins, pink or otherwise. But not all was lost, because I did find this incredible bum bag. I mean, I am obsessed. Guys, get used to this bag because I will be wearing this all through the summer. Anyway, I am currently en route to dinner. And to get there, I'm riding the iconic Hong Kong tram, also known as the Ding Ding, a name that comes from the bells of the tram. They've been in operation for over 100 years, since 1904, and these days carry an average of 200,000 passengers a day, tourists and commuters alike. And I've been absolutely obsessed with taking the tram and just any kind of public transport, to be honest, since I got this epic octopus card. This is a transport card. It's a limited edition one. It's only sold at, I think it's called Circle K, but when I found out about it, I had to make it mine. It is extendable. I mean, check out how long you can get that. Just tap on, tap off. It's the coolest thing. It makes public transport fun. So I'm also catching the metro because I'm heading over to the Kowloon side, where I'll be meeting some friends at a local Dai Pai Dong. Good to see you. Good to see you. This is my friend Viv. She's living here in Hong Kong. You're a fellow Aussie.
I am a fellow Aussie.
You're taking me to one of your favorite Dai Pai Dong tonight.
Yes.
What in Hong Kong would you define as a Dai Pai Dong?
Well, Dai Pai Dong actually started from like a street food, sort of like a hot stove, lots of fire, a lot of wok hei. So a lot of Hong Kong culture was about the wok hei. And there's basically just tables on the streets with some, like, you know, umbrella. Yeah. And everyone goes out to eat for a fast meal, cheap meal.
But over the years, Dai Pai Dong have had to move off the streets and into established restaurants or food halls to survive, often with a lot less seating space available. These days, the number of Dai Pai Dongs still operating in the city are few and far between.
Boss was really smart. She instead turned to this alleyway over here. All these little mini doors here is like either a kitchen or more tables. All of this is still her restaurant, and there's even 2 levels, so she can fit a lot of people here. And that's the thing with Hong Kong, is when you look at a shop front, you always think, oh, it's so small, but in actual fact, it's all hidden. Property is so expensive in Hong Kong, so a lot of times you can't get the shop front. Yeah. So everyone hides in different levels.
Tonight we're some of the lucky customers that get to sit on one of the tables in the shop front. What kind of food can you find here?
Everything.
滷水拼盤啊，好，好冇？呢度最出名嘅韭菜豬紅，韭菜豬紅，我哋要翻好頭，同埋整個蠔餅。
And apparently that's just round 1.
Yeah, so I hope you're really hungry because there's going to be a lot of food.
And Viv wasn't kidding when she said this is fast food. We literally ordered like 5 seconds ago, and there's a dish on our table here. Viv knows the owner, so I asked if I could pop into the back kitchen to see how some of the other dishes are made. Within 20 seconds, I saw my first wok hei. 师傅，我想问一下，wok hei 是什么？
鑊氣就係喺最後嘅時候咧，煮完嘅時候，我哋開大火，搶一搶個食材嘅香氣。呢個係就係同埋你見到呢啲爐嘅火力咧猛啲嘅，power大啲嘅，係啦。咁呢個就係鑊氣咯。
為什麼wok hei 很重要？
因為你係食一個香味㗎嘛。你煮完一碟嘢，你要求有嘅香味。喺我哋認知裏邊咧，去大排檔食飯就係食鑊氣咯，係一個感覺，一個氣氛同埋個味道咯。
And just like that, our food is done. That was under a minute, guys. Oh, the smell is incredible. It's got to be one of my favorite things, actually coming into a back kitchen, see how the delicious tastes actually come together. I've learned a lot about wok hei today, that's for sure. And all the reasons I probably shouldn't be replicating wok hei at home. For one, my gas stove is nowhere as near as hot enough as it should be. You really need a very, very high temperature to do this, and yeah. Kids, do not try this at home. I've also learned that this meal would not have been possible without Knorr. So Knorr is basically the industry leader here in Hong Kong when it comes to chicken powder, chicken bouillon, liquid seasoning, and they all work to create a more umami flavor in dishes here in Cantonese cuisine. Almost every restaurant here in Hong Kong will use Knorr products, and it's available in many supermarkets around the world and available in many countries. I'll put them on the screen now. If you're interested in replicating the Cantonese taste in the comfort of your own home without wok hei, I give you that piece of advice. You can actually check out Knorr's website, and they have some tips and tricks, some recipe inspiration for how you may be able to replicate some of these dishes at home. So I've just arrived back at the table, and it looks like we've got the whole ocean represented here.
Seafood is a very, very big part of Dai Pai Dong as well.
These massive prawns are really catching my attention.
When you eat it, you've got that slight sort of soy umami flavor, but it's really juicy inside.
I mean, my mouth has been watering since I saw it getting made in the back kitchen. Is
So
it a
it's
prawn?
juicy.
I mean, I've never seen a prawn that big.
Yeah.
It's a prawn.
Yes, it's a prawn. They've opened it up.
Yep.
So when they do the stir fry and the marinating, it actually goes into the actual meat of the prawn.
But guys, if you're gonna order this dish, it has like a full-on skewer all the way through, so...
I learned it the hard way too.
Wow, I mean, that could have possibly been a trip to the emergency room. How do you like to eat your prawn?
I do peel a little bit of the head off first.
Yep.
And then I try to eat it with the shell so that I can get the taste of the shell with the juice.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm a shell girl.
Your shell go. That's how you eat it.
I mean, wow, look at that juicy prawn. People who don't eat the shell, they really miss out, because if you peel that off, you're missing out all the flavor on the outside.
Yeah. So it's not overpowering flavor, but you still can taste like the prawn flavor inside, right?
100%. Yeah, it's got to be one of the biggest prawns I've ever had. And talking of big, you've got to check out these scallops.
So this is like a very, very common flavoring in Hong Kong seafood.
Yeah.
Like garlic with vermicelli.
So it's not an illusion. I'm just taking off some of this so you can actually see the size of this. But it was upon doing this that I discovered something I hadn't come across before when eating scallops. What's this?
That's part of it.
I've learned this extra part here is referred to as the coral. It's the reproductive organ of the scallop. And I guess this guy here must have been king of the ocean or something, because wow, it was a mouthful. It was super tender. It had a little bit of a stronger taste to it, which I think complemented the sweet scallop meat really perfectly. And the seafood just kept coming. This here is an oyster pancake served with the salty fish sauce. This is so exciting for me because usually when I'm making these videos, it's myself and I can only order like a certain amount of food. But seeing all this amazing food in front of me, I'm just like in heaven right now.
Yeah. That's why we need to order, like tell all our friends to come over so we can order as much as we can.
I just need more friends. That's my problem, babe. I just need more friends. The batter is so crunchy and so light.
So the oysters gives it a little bit of like a juicier texture, and it's got the sweetness in it. So it's sort of like a sweet and salty balance, but it's definitely more saltier.
And the fish sauce, you know, it's salty, but I could do more of that sauce.
I love the fish sauce.
I have a very Zhongkou way.
Yeah. That's how we get along.
Yeah. The
me
Dongbei has changed me in more ways than one. Oh my gosh, I knew we were connected. She has the same case as I do, and we have the so cute. Okay, cannot ignore this dish any longer. It's time.
So basically you eat it cold. It's all about the flavor of the fish, and then you dip into the soya bean paste. So the soya bean paste is salty.
And it seems I dipped it a bit over enthusiastically.
It's okay.
As I dipped it in, collectively I heard a groan from around the table, so I'm just gonna try and like take some of that sauce off.
But it's okay, you're Zhongkou way, so...
Yes. That's really good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Is it salty?
Yeah. Definitely a sauce to be used sparingly. But I think this is a really nice palate cleanser, this dish.
Yes.
For all the other really like strong flavors. That fish is just fresh, clean flavors.
It's almost like it's so clean that the fish is a little bit sweet.
Yeah. No, it's so true. Okay, brief departure from seafood for a plate of basically everything. What have we got over here?
You got your goose, so they slice it into goose meat, goose liver. You got the goose intestines.
Yeah.
Then you got your cuttlefish.
Scrap that. I guess we're still on the seafood topic. That was a little bit of a 360. We've got goose liver, goose intestine, cuttlefish.
Yeah. And then you've got sausage. I don't know why.
Sausage.
Sausage is random, but then sausage.
In Germany, they have a word for a dish like this. What is it? Meat salad.
Meat salad?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Wurst salad. It's quite interesting. It's just a salad of meat. So I feel like this is the Cantonese meat salad.
My type of salad, right? Yeah.
Now time for seafood I've never tried before. It's razor clam. This is how it looks before it's cooked. Tonight it's being prepared in black bean sauce.
Black bean is like a very, very popular sauce, condiment that we use.
Yeah, I love it.
Have you tried black bean dace?
No, I've only had dace in Animal Crossing. I caught many a dace. I didn't know it was an actual fish.
Are you serious?
Dace is real.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a made-up fish for Animal Crossing.
So you know, for us Aussies, right? We have tuna.
Yeah.
That's like our common thing that we eat, right? With like salmon,
yeah,
or salad or whatever. Cantonese, we eat black bean dace.
Okay. So of course, I had to get my hands on some of this black bean dace. You got it here, fried dace with salted black beans. The can is a lot longer than your typical kind of tuna can that I grew up with. Let's open it up and see what it tastes like. Oh, it smells so good. Really salty and black beany. You've got like an entire kind of chunk of fish here. And I've been told you don't need to heat it up or do anything to it. You can just eat it out of the can. But I have been advised by some Chinese friends that I should have it with maybe a bowl of rice because it is quite salty. So let's try that out. Here we go. Oh, yum. I mean, I'm sad I'm discovering this so late. I actually really, really like it, which is surprising because I'm typically not the biggest fan of canned fish. Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, tuna, I've never liked eating canned tuna, but this I could see myself going forward eating as like a simple lunch. I mean, just a bowl of rice, a piece of this. It's salty, it's umami. It goes really well with the rice. I mean, yeah. Would recommend. Anyway, back to our black bean razor clam. It's like the spaghetti of the ocean. Oh my god, that black bean sauce.
They cook the razor clam to perfection because if you don't cook it to perfection, it's really easy for it to be super chewy. But this one is like, you bite it,
it's just really soft, and that sauce is incredible. Super deep flavor, umami, salty. Oh my god. Well, this has been incredible. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking me here. Thank you for. Oh my gosh.
Coming, you need to come more.
No, you need to come to this channel more. Like, I know I will not be the only one to be saying that in the comments, but then, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I will see you next week where I continue my food adventures of Hong Kong. Yay. Bye, guys. Bye from my